Hey there, loser! How are you liking your life as my slave, huh? I hope that you're at least grateful that I was generous enough to give a high school dropout like you something to do with your life.
I really just don't even know what to say to someone like you. I mean, are you really not embarrassed at all how quickly you let your mask drop just because your brother is away on a long business trip?
Embarrassed? And just why in the world would I have to be embarrassed or ashamed of myself when the only person here I have to deal with is you?
Well, I just think that you have quite a few wrong ideas about who I am. I mean, I'm not a shut-in and I'm not as stupid as you think. Besides, you're the one who acts like a good person when your family is around, but the second they're gone, you turn into a horrible bully.
Keep crying like the loser dog that you are. It isn't going to change a thing, you know. But I know how to deal with your types. Ever since I was in elementary school, I would always find girls who I could make into my personal servants. And I've done this with all kinds of girls of all sizes, personalities, everything. And in the end, they've all lost and obeyed me.
What are you talking about? Just what makes you think that you're so much better than everyone anyways, huh?
Well, for one, my family is super rich, as I'm sure you've noticed. And for two, I'm just the complete package of beauty and brains. I have the looks to make other girls feel bad, and if anyone tries to go against me, I have the brains to know how to put them in their place. In fact, I would say that my whole family is people like me. How do you think that we got to where we are?
I see. So you're really telling me that everyone in your family is some kind of master-level manipulator or something like that?
I'm telling you that we only associate with the cream of the crop, and we don't let little losers drag us down.
Right. You know, you're the only person I've met from your family that has ever said anything like this to me at all. Are you sure that this isn't just some idea that you've gotten into your head?
You really have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you know that? You're honestly just an eyesore to have around, and you get under my skin all the time.
Okay, you know what? If you really have this problem with me, why don't we just settle it like adults? You can meet me on the lawn and we'll have a beatdown and the last woman standing wins.
I'm sorry, but I'm far too civilized to let myself engage in that kind of violence with someone like you. But then again, I suppose someone as uneducated as you would try and resort to that.
Well, okay then. I recommend you quit with all the insults then, or else I might just have to try living up to them.
You really are a moron. Do you know that? Do you know that I have the power to do so much more damage than your fists ever could? All it would take would be a couple of phone calls to arrange a full investigation into your background, and then I'd have all your secrets and could destroy you with a word. Besides, I know that you're just with my brother because you're after my family's money. But soon I'll get rid of the stain on my family tree that is you.
You're just a really, really cruel person. Do you know that? It sounds to me like someone didn't love you enough when you were little. Besides, the fact of the matter is that I'm married to your brother Liam. We're sisters-in-law, okay? Why you have to live with us, though, I really just have no idea at all.
It's because my brother has horrible taste in women, obviously. He's always been way too sweet and kind for his own good. I don't know how he's going to survive at all in the business world.
Great. Are you done? Did you let off some steam? Do you feel better now that you've said all that?
I'm far from done with you. You see, I don't have anything to do all day. So I think I'm just going to pass the time bossing you around and telling you what to do. Aren't I just the best?
I really don't have time to deal with someone like you right now.
Hey there, slave. Just what do you think you're doing right now, huh? You've locked yourself in your room all day. Don't you want to come outside and have a little bit of fun with me? Or you could listen to all the fun stories I could tell you.
By which I assume you mean that you just want to brag to me about your life, right? Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Oh, please. I'm not bragging just by talking about my life. But it does say a lot that you think even talking about it counts as bragging. But I guess that just goes to show you what you know about the real world.
Yeah, you're right. I probably am an idiot. But the fact of the matter is that you've never had anything to say that has interested me. So I think you'd get about the same effect talking to me as you would facing a wall and having a conversation with it.
Yeah, and a wall would probably have even more brains than you anyways. Anyways, I'm here in the living room and I want you to come and massage my shoulders.
Yeah, that isn't going to happen at all. Besides, I know that you like to wear your perfume on in the house and it just smells weird.
You think my perfume smells weird? Wow. You really just have no sense of taste at all, do you? I'll have you know that the bottle of the brand of perfume that I'm wearing costs $6,000.
Hold on a second. You mean you really paid $6,000 for some smelly water?
Smelly water? Oh, shut up! You don't know anything about the high life. Of course I paid $6,000 because it's a quality product. I have it on very good word that this brand is making big waves all over Hollywood right now.
Really? Well, I guess it's a good thing I really don't care all that much about trends if this is what's popular.
You really are just ignorant. Do you know that? Who do you think you are putting down my perfume just because you don't understand how fancy it is? Or maybe that's why you never learned anything. Because you just rejected any kind of new information people tried to give you.
Sorry, is there a point to this conversation at all? Because I have things that I need to be doing and can't be wasting my time on this.
No, actually, we're not done here. And yes, there is a reason why I decided to message you. I have something to tell you, actually. I'm going to be having a friend coming over to the house soon. Got it?
Okay, and what does any of that have to do with me?
Well, she is actually the daughter of a CEO, and she wanted to come over to see the servant that I've been telling her about. So when she gets over here, I expect you to behave like the good servant you are.
Got it. Sounds good. Thanks for the heads up.
And just know that we're probably both going to spend the whole time laughing at you and making fun of you. And meanwhile, you're going to be cleaning the house. Understand? Make sure you wait for her to come over before you start cleaning and doing all that stuff, though. I want to be able to judge you for your work in real time.
Okay. Yeah, totally. That makes perfect sense. Sounds to me like you two must be really similar.
Of course we are. That's why we're best friends. And when I told her that I had a new servant, she immediately insisted on coming over to see her. I guess it's just that kind of hobby that you pick up when you're so rich and successful.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it is.
Hillary, what are you doing? I'm just really so confused right now. Why are you just listening to everything that Jen is telling you to do? Why are you obeying her like some kind of maid or something?
Well, I have to say that I'm just as surprised. Jenny told me she had a friend coming over who wanted to see the servant in action. I had no idea that it would be you, though. I guess it really is a small world, isn't it?
See the servant in action? What do you even mean by that? You think that I asked for this?
What it means is that since my husband has gone away on a rather long business trip, Jenny thinks that she can treat me like her maid. And she told me that she had a friend coming over who wanted to see her put her maid to work.
Well, I really don't know what to say to that at all. To be honest, she just invited me here, but this wasn't my idea.
Oh, really? I guess I should have expected Jenny to be capable of planning something like this all by herself. But then, do you mind if I ask just how you even know Jenny in the first place then? I didn't really think she'd be the kind of person you'd hang out with.
Actually, if you really want to know, I met Jenny because our parents are in business together and we met at a conference. Now that I think about it, it was Jenny and Liam there, actually. But I had no idea that you and Liam were married or anything like that.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really do a great job of publicizing our marriage. But I just didn't really feel like telling the whole world about it.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Although I hadn't heard any of it from Jenny. But I guess it's been years since I first met her, and now her dad isn't even alive anymore. But we keep in touch every now and then, since we have each other's numbers and all that.
Oh, I see. So then, what do you think of Jenny? Because if I can be honest with you, I think she's the worst.
Well, she is... an acquired taste isn't quite the right way to put it.
Please, B, did you see the way she was talking to me? She really thinks that she's in complete control. She thinks that just because it's her brother who's making the money and letting her stay here that she can act this way. But she doesn't even have a job. She does nothing all day but treat me like an idiot, all because she thinks I didn't graduate high school.
I know. I mean, I have to say that I was really surprised when I saw her talking to you that way. Of course, I was surprised to see you here anyways, but certainly not as her maid. Or rather, being treated like her maid. But I take it that means that Jenny still has no idea who you really are then?
Yeah, that's right. I haven't said a word to her about it at all, so I guess I can't exactly blame her for thinking that I'm some kind of shut-in. And I guess it is true that I never graduated high school in a roundabout sort of way.
I know, but even so, I can't believe that that's the reason why she's treating you that way. It's just awful. Although, thinking back on it now, I think Jenny's always been just a little off. I remember at some parties that we went to, she wasn't exactly the most respectful of the staff. And she would always try and make herself the center of attention or some kind of drama. Even Liam once had to pull her aside and tell her to calm down.
I see. So she likes to be the center of attention, does she? And I'm just going to guess that you gave her your number because you were too nice to say no?
Well, since our parents were working together at the time, I figured that it was the least I could do. Besides, that time, the party was at my house, and I didn't want to be rude to a guest.
I guess I can't really blame you for doing any of that then. But then why did she say that she was inviting you over here in the first place?
Actually, she told me that she had met a new boy. Some guy who's known for going out giving talks at various businesses. I really don't even know his name. But I know that Jenny is quite eager to get married, and she's always trying to keep her options open for someone rich.
Well, that would explain why she was so eager to stay so close to her brother. She probably thinks she can ride his coattails and find another man that way.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly would sound like a Jenny move to make if you ask me. But she wanted to invite me over so that she could talk to me about that, I guess.
She probably just wanted to try and bring about whoever this guy is, since you're the daughter of a CEO after all. She told me that she wanted me to act like her servant so that she could show off for you, too. She really is a piece of work.
But I still just don't understand it. If you have to put up with all of Jenny's antics, why not just leave the house? I mean, I don't really see why you should have to stay in the house if she's just going to be treating you like this.
I really do think about it sometimes. I can hardly ever concentrate on my work, and I'm always thinking of leaving. And unfortunately, I know that Liam is just too soft on Jenny. I've even been thinking of leaving him.
Okay, well, hold on. That might be jumping the gun just a little there, don't you think?
I really just don't know anymore. I used to say that jokingly, but I don't know.
Oh, servant! Are you taking a break? I don't remember telling you that you were allowed to do that. I want you by my side at all times, ready to receive my orders the moment that I think of them.
Yeah, I actually have to get back to my job, so I'm going to go back to my room now. So just talk to me if you have something important to say or it's an emergency, okay?
I just said that I want you to stay by my side. Did you miss that? I want you in the living room with my friend and I so that you can hear about what we're talking about. I think a moron like you might be able to learn a thing or two from a couple of rich girls like us.
Oh, I get it now. You're doing all of this for my sake, is that right? I should have figured that out. But unfortunately, I just really am not in the mood for putting up with your BS right now.
You really don't seem to know anything. The friend I invited over is named Bee, and she's the daughter of the CEO for a huge company. You're probably never going to meet anyone as well connected as her ever in your life again. Got it? So come and meet her so that you can finally understand the caliber of people that my family is connected to.
You really just can't think about anything else but your own status, can you? But if you must know, I've already met Bee through work.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that you know Bee because you two have worked together? What kind of work did you do?
I actually did some work for the company that Bee's family owns where Bee works.
No, wait, just a minute. I had no idea about any of this at all. Are you serious? Are you telling me the truth about this?
Of course I'm telling you the truth, but if you don't believe me, you can always ask Bee yourself. I really don't think she would feel comfortable talking about it in the room where you were treating me like a maid, though.
What is that supposed to mean? A lady as rich as her shouldn't care at all about a nobody like you. But fine, I'll ask her if you're not going to tell me. But either way, I still want you down here to massage my shoulders soon. Got it?
Oh yeah, I'll for sure get right on that. You can count on that.
Hey, Bee, what's the matter? Where are you going? Why are you leaving? What happened? Yeah, I really just can't deal with this anymore. I think I'm just gonna go back home. Thanks for everything, though. But we haven't gotten to talk about the boy I was dating. And I still needed to ask you if you know about any other men who might be interested in me. Well, I'm sorry, but I just really don't think that I can be friends with someone who can treat another person like a servant the way you've been doing. Wait a minute, are you talking about Hillary? No, you don't understand. She likes being treated that way. She's fine with it. I really don't think that anyone would ever be fine with it. It's obvious that she is sick of dealing with you. But this doesn't even make any sense. How do you two even know each other to begin with? You're the daughter of a rich CEO. Why do you care about someone like Hillary? You really have no idea about who Hillary really is, do you? You keep looking for men in this industry, but you don't know the first thing about it. She's the president of one of the largest software companies in the whole country. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I don't understand. She is basically the biggest deal in the world in terms of developing security software right now. And the ads for her products and things that she's worked on are all over TV, too. Wait, hold on. Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something like that? I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about any of this at all. Well, it's not like Hillary is all about getting her face out there or going out to the media. She really doesn't like giving out interviews or going on TV or anything like that. In fact, she doesn't even go into the office. She prefers to do all her work at home. But I guess it's probably why you had no idea about just who she really is. But wait just a second. That's not my fault that I didn't know who she was. But if she's that big of a deal, then fine, I'll be nice. Just please come back. No, that is just not gonna happen. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. Is it really true? Are you really some kind of big software computer hotshot like Bee said?
I guess you could say that. I don't know anyone else in their 20s making as much as I do. In fact, I'm curious. Are you aware of the massive cyber attack that your family's company suffered a few months ago?
Actually, now that you say that, I think my brother told me a little about something happening like that.
Well, I was the one who solved that problem for the company. That's probably why Bee didn't want to sit around and watch you try and boss me around any longer.
But I really had no idea who you were at all. It's not my fault. I thought you liked being treated like my servant.
Yeah, I'm sure that you think everyone likes obeying whatever you have to say to them, but I am sorry that Bee left before she could try and set you up with someone. After all, she told me about how you go out to your fancy parties and you're always trying to flirt with every single guy there. But I hear that you have quite a reputation among those circles now, as someone to avoid at all costs.
Wait, no. That can't be right. Do people really think that of me?
I think that even your brother is getting sick of you, to be honest. But anyways, now that you know the truth, would you mind moving out?
What do you mean, move out? You're not serious about that, are you?
Well, I do pay the rent for this place, so it would be my decision to make. And you don't pay any rent, let alone contribute anything to our place. You don't even have a job. You literally give nothing to us at all.
I'm not unemployed. I'm ready to become someone's housewife at any moment.
Well, you're not going to be my housewife, and if you're trying to practice for taking care of a house, you're doing a terrible job. All you do all day is sit around on the sofa and harass me to try and clear up your boredom. You love to call me some kind of shut-in weirdo, but you're the one who's jobless and never leaves the house.
You have really got some nerve talking to me like this, you know?
Well, you should know that rumors have gotten out into the industry about the way that you're treating your brother's wife and how little he's doing about it. Personally, I think it's been a terrible look for Liam, and I know that you've been costing him business.
Okay, fine. I didn't know who you were then, but I know who you are now. Can't we just put this all behind us or something? I mean, there's no need to hold a grudge, right? I can just say that I'm sorry and we can call it all even. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but that just isn't going to fly with me one bit. I don't care how many times you say that you're sorry, it's not going to change my mind. But I am glad that this is all out in the air now, so that I don't have to put up with your horrible attitude for another day.
You really think that you can just kick me out of the house like this? You won't get away with this. There will be consequences.
I think it's the opposite, actually. I agreed to let you live with us, and I've been suffering the consequences of that ever since.
You don't know who you're dealing with. I have connections to powerful people. People who you could only ever dream of meeting.
If you think that's the case, I think that you're in for a real disappointment.
Oh, you'll see. I'll make you pay for this. You'll see.
Jenny left the house after that, but the next day she reached out to me to try and brag about her revenge plan. She had asked one of the security people from her family's company to come to my house and beat me up. But apparently this security guy knew more about who was in this industry than Jenny did. Because when I answered the door and he saw me, he immediately told me that Jenny had hired him to do this. I got all the information from him that I could and then called the police to have Jenny arrested. By the time Liam got back from his trip, I told him I had had enough and asked for a divorce. I know that he was sad to lose me and he apologized for his sister's behavior. I really hope this would have been the last straw for him, but with both of their parents dead, I understand why he wouldn't want to lose the last living family member he has. I told Liam that I respected his decision and that I wished him the best. Jenny spent the night in jail and eventually had her day in court. In the end, she was forced to pay about $50,000, which her brother covered for her. I did hear later from B that Liam and Jenny got into a big fight after that. They had both moved out from my condo and moved into a place of their own. Apparently, Liam was insisting that if B didn't go out and find a job, then he would kick her out. B had already ruined her reputation in the industry, however, and could use none of her connections to land a job. And with no work experience to leverage, she ended up having to take a part-time job to satisfy Liam. I can only hope that having to work a low-paying service job will teach someone like Jenny some humility and make her be a better person in the future. B and I still keep in touch, and she apologized to me for not sticking up more firmly for me when she came over. I told her that I know the effect Jenny can have on people, and was just glad that she was the one that told Jenny the truth about me. Otherwise, I probably never could have convinced her to believe me. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.